bet the pot. Guy on the button moves in. Have the nuts, but it's one of the few things in this game where you have the nuts, but like it's very clear he does too. Another nice level. I just got 3-bet here in this thing, and I'm gonna jam it in his face. Limping is pimping. Most of the tables are obliging. I sit down and I let them know, you know, we're limping today, and if you start raising too much, I'll call the floor. Simple as that. I got pull.
I've been going up now, see the top going down. If you didn't know now, know you know now. That's cause he could go on top, you not really top. You keep saying top, well I guess you let the top down. I've been going up now, see the top going down. If you didn't know now, know you know now. That's cause he could go on top.
Blueberries, strawberries, oat whipped cream, some maple syrup, chia seed, soy milk, vital wheat gluten, chickpea flour, made by Chef DNeg's. This is breakfast. I love dessert for breakfast. It's the best thing. All right, pancakes are down. We got a busy day today, people. Today's a lot going on. Well, you know, the main event starts today. The main event of the World Series of Poker. It's day 1A. We don't play day 1A. We typically look for 1C. I like playing with the first group because of the way the day offs work. But that might not be possible. Well, that won't be possible this year because we're gonna win this PLO8, you know? And this is supposed to end tomorrow, but you know, all these tournaments are running 4 days. So this one will as well. So we got the PLO8 day 2. We also have, what else we have? There's a 5K online event, online poker, that we will play. And in addition to that, it's a private-ish party, but the GG party. I sort of touched on it yesterday. That's going on this evening. So it's not going to be a drinking thing for me because, like I said, I got all my own tournaments going on. The tough part for me is going to be how I get there, right? Because I'm playing the PLO8. I guess I could stop in on dinner break because I'm busy, yo. I'm in the tournament. You know, I can't just like. I'm in the tournament, baby, and we're in day 2, and we're playing great. We're small balling it to the extreme. Yeah, it's already 12 o'clock. Today, I'm definitely going to have Patty get back to work after her ladies' event hangover and get me some No Butcher. The thing about No Butcher, in the mornings when I'm leaving early, they don't open until like 11:30, 12:30. So if I order through Postmates or Uber Eats or DoorDash, you know, because we know Stanley, it's too late because I got to go. I gotta go. So I'm gonna have her get me some No Butcher today. What are we gonna go with? The Italian, the Italian cold cut, the pastrami, the Greek. I think, yeah, we'll go with the Old Faithful. We'll go with the Italian cold cut. I'll have that, and then we'll play some poker. All right, so if you watched yesterday's vlog, which I assume most of you watch each one, which is great, you'd know that yesterday in the PLO8, I did not raise at all before the flop. Not once. I did 3-bet a couple hands twice. That's it. Other than that, it was limp city. That will change, much like it did in the deuce to 7 single draw. As you know, I had an exploit sizing that was closer to 4x, and that changed as well when I got deep for a different reason. We're not talking about that term. Let's talk about this one. So the PLO8. We continue to limp, so that what we can do is one of 2 things. Well, one of many things. Stack to pot ratio, we want that to be as big as possible when we're deep, which means the littlest amount possible so that you have a lot back, right? You want to play deep. And the other key component of that is winning the blinds and antes not being that important yet. Okay, that's not that important yet. When that becomes more important, when it just becomes important to just pick up the 2.5 bit, that's when we will open with raises. And how does that happen? Well, generally, if we get more shallow, or the table, or say the blinds are shallow, we get, we're gonna, like, say if a guy has like 6 bigs left, we're not gonna min raise there, get him a free flop. We'll probably just pop it. So yeah, that's an important part of tournament poker. Always thinking about how to adjust based on the period of the tournament, and that means sizes as well. So I assume we're gonna start raising, just not yet. I got what do I got? 37 bigs, so we can still do some limping as pimping, and we'll continue to do that. Hopefully today runs smoothly. What was I gonna say? Okay, so this game, PLO8, it's different than Omaha 8 or better limit. Which, if you want to learn how to play that, click the video. Omaha 8, I did a 20-minute video on that. But pot limit's different. In Omaha 8 limit, a lot of the one-way hands go down in value. What is a one-way hand? A one-way hand is something like deuce 3, 4, 5, which is just low, right? Or, you know, king, queen, jack, jack, king, queen, 10, 10, or king, jack, 10, 10, king, jack, king, queen, jack, 10. Those are one-way hands, right? King, queen, jack, 10 is not going to make a low. So those hands need a high board to come out in order to have value. Whereas the deuce 3, 4, 5 needs a low board. Now, what does a two-way hand look like? A two-way hand looks like, obviously, ace, ace, deuce, you know, ace, deuce, king, because now you have the high and the low features, like say ace, let's say ace, king, queen, deuce. You got the nut low draw, you got the three highs. That's a two-way hand that plays really well heads up, and you can put some raises in pre-flop because you're probably going to get, you know, a board that gives you a little something a lot of the time. Those one-way hands, we like to limp those because, you know, you don't want to put a bunch of chips in, and then on the flop, you can't even put another chip in. You know, let's say king, king, jack 10, right? Okay, all right, raise, and then it comes like 3, 4, 8. I mean, you're just dead. You just can't even put a penny in, so you have to just fold. So why not just limp, see the flop? Let's see if it comes queen 9. Now, now we talking, man. Now we talking. We can put money, you know. But those are flop dependent hands, so we protect our range by we also limp our two-way, because generally speaking, you'd want to raise with your you know, two-way hands and play them heads up and limp and get action all the way. But we're monetizing or whatever, merging the entirety of the range with limps. So I'm also limping the ace, king, deuce hands as well. Limping it all for now. That'll change. I'll give you the wink when that happens. All right, a little late to start usually with these day two restarts because people are still signing up. But we have a gentleman here, bright and early, professional. Are you professional?
Professional gambling.
But are you professional PLO8 or better?
I got a professional coach. So
You watched the video?
Yes. 7 deuce low ball.
No 7
Triple
deuce.
jaw.
But this one's not triple jaw.
Oh, that's
Omaha high low.
That's one professional too.
You know how to play this one.
Because I'm watching your video last night.
All right, watch the video. No gamble, no future. That's Team Lady Gaga leading. Look, look, look. He's looking now on the phone. He's so happy. Look, Team Lady Gaga,
Number
first
one
place.
team.
Number one. All right, we started off the day explaining to the people that limping is pimping. So I did limp with the king, king, 6, 4.
What are the chances they just put my money in someone else's account?
I don't know. And Ben Lamb over there, who we got on the fantasy team, who we need to really get it going on. He deposited in his online account. It's a $5,300 buy-in. So, and there's a rebuy. So 5,300 times 2 is 10-4. This is the guy on my team. 5,300 times 2 is 10-4. Anyway, I limp with the king, king, 6, 4. My man pots it or raises to 11. I call, see flop, jack 7-3. We got one backdoor flusher. I check, he pots it, and I make a world-class fold because I feel like, what if he has ace, ace on a little one? You know what I mean? It's crazy fold. I had gut shot too. Yours is too. Player of the year, something year. You make final table to main event every 6 years, right?
6 years.
And it's been 6 years?
2017.
All right, we need it for the fantasy team. We genuinely need
Can I
it.
even get us out of the trap?
It'll help a lot.
Probably the winner.
Let's go. Okay. So we folded the hand because we're that good. All right. We are all in. My friend went all in. Good luck to you, sir. I should be able to get at least half this pot, hopefully, unless he hits something. But I'm all in. I'm all in. I call.
I got to reload with the redraw.
Oh, you have a. What's the redraw?
Nothing. We're just.
What do you mean redraw? Redraw? You thought that's a redraw, bro? Against me?
Straight flush.
Daniel freaking Negreanu? You think
Straight.
that's no good. Full loop. All right.
All right.
We'll take half. That's fine.
All right.
Nice hand there. Redraw. Psh, psha. I was looking for the straight flush.
And I have an extra chip which goes to the high.
All right, we off to break. 92.5. Dipped a little bit in the first level. Came back, made a nice comeback. A couple hands in a row. I limped with aces and nines. Ace, ace, 9, 9. Flop, get a big line. Against the big line comes ace, king, king. I bet all 3 streets. He, just try to get value against the king, and he made a full house, so we won a pot there. Then the very next one in the big line had ace, ace, jack 5, with jack 5 suited, not aces suited. Guy limps. I just checked. Check call on a queen 7-4. Lead turn, picked it up. But I do have a hand breakdown against Ben Lamb and Stephen Chidwick I'd like to discuss. but still have yet to raise before the flop. We'll get there eventually. Like I said, I told you, I'll give you the... All right, let's get to it. I want to get to my sandwich, so let's go. All right, 15 and $3,000 blinds. I limp in the cutoff with Ace of Hearts, King of Spades, Queen of Spades, Queen of Clubs. Ben Lamb completes in the small blind. Chidwick checks. Flop comes King of Hearts, 10 of Clubs, 10 of Spades. Check, check, check. Turn is the 6 of Clubs. Ben Lamb bets 6,500 and Chidwick call. So here's where you fold, because against 2 players, somebody has a 10 for sure, and you just, give it up. I wouldn't call here with flush draws, with straight draws, nothing like that, so I can't call. You have an easy fold, right? Nah, we got plans. With the overcall, my range incredibly nutted, right? Very reasonable for me to have king here. King 10 a little less likely, but if it goes bet call, it's very likely that at least one of them has a 10, maybe 2, most likely 2, frankly. But I also block king 10, which is a hand that's going to, play with. So my plan was to just call, and then on the river, whatever it came, when they check, bet pot, just bomb. Why are they going to call? I blocked the king, of course, which is very important. And when I over the call there, it's just so unlikely for me to have any bluffs there. So this was going to be my bluff, right? Done. Except the river is the Queen of Hearts. So I make queens full. Now I'm like, oh, baby. Let's hope that they have a full house. Check, check to me. I bet 18,000. They both folded. And it's kind of like a waste, because while, the play would have been much more cool if, like, the river was just a deuce and I bluffed Ben off 3 10s, because that's what he had. All right, let's go. Here we are. That's a no butcher Italian cold cut. Don't mind if I do. My seat at a brand new table in the big blind. I have ace, queen, 10, 8, whatever, check, 6 ways. Flop is ace, jack, 3, check, check, nobody does nothing. Turns the king of diamonds, so I have the straight. I don't have any diamonds though. I bet the pot. Guy on the button moves in. I have the nuts, but it's one of the few things in this game where you have the nuts, but like, it's very clear he does too. So then the question is, do you want your money back? Put 24 in, there's 24 out there, so I get 24, 36 back, where he's almost for sure free rolling because he's always his queen 10. I decided to go with it. River's a 6, clean. I have the nuts. As does he. He turns over the queen, 10, 10 with queen 10 of diamonds. So very, very lucky to fade that. But those are the spots you don't love, even though you have the nuts. It's just pretty obvious. I think though, 36 in the middle with my. What did I have? I had like 100. I had like 100 back, put 36 in. Tough one. Because I can get quartered too. Well, it's very difficult to be quartered, because here's the thing. For him to quarter me, he'd have to have queen 10 with 2 low cards, which is a very bizarre hand to have. Like, you just don't see a lot of queen 10 deuce 5 hands, It can happen, but it's unlikely, so. All right, still in it. What do we got left? 88 players, pays about 40. Limping is pimping. Most of the tables are obliging. I sit down and I let them know, we're limping today. And if you start raising too much, I'll call the floor. Simple as that. I got pulled. He would have been still in this tournament. So I was just telling my guy over here, he's like, people are limping. I said, I have not raised a single hand this tournament. But listen, if I limp and people mess with me, and they step on my shoe, I got to show, I got to represent. So I limp with ace, 8, 5, because that's how I roll. Ari Engel decided it's time for a tough one. And he decided to pot it. I put it in, and he had ace, 3, 7, 10. And on the flop of queen, deuce, that was it for him. But if he would have just respected the limp, if he was limping, he'd still be here, chatting with the boys. And I think it's just the boys, but we never know. No, with the boys. I gotta be careful, So yeah, here, look at that. We got heaps. I got a hand breakdown, I think, but we're not going to tell you here. It's always against him. It's unbelievable. 2 big hands in the blender. Like, I'm choked to death like this both times. Please don't have me. Please don't have me. For all my money. And we escaped. Okay, I'll tell you on the break. All right, pretty good couple levels. I'll come back after the break, okay? If you don't mind, 15 minutes. Thank you. Okay. What do I got? 363,000. Nice little uptick in a couple spots there. We limped and we pimped with the aces against Ari, but we got another. This guy, I can tell he knows what he's doing. He's a good player. And just, sometimes you just can tell. I don't know who he is, but he's talking to Paul Volpe. He's probably a guy, we had that really tough spot against him with the queen 10 where we had the nuts. And then I realized, like, when them talking, he's like, actually, I have to call because he could have some queen-queen hands that are blockers. But I want to tell you about another hand I played against him, where the two most blender-like hands I've been in, both against him. This one we'll share in just a moment. Okay, let's get to it. Lines are 2,500, 5,000. I'm under the gun. I pick up the deuce 3 of diamonds and the 3-4 of clubs. What do? We limp, as we have. Literally, I'm not even joking. Have not made an open the entire tournament. So the button, who's the player I mentioned, he limps as well, okay? Now, I expect him, he's been raising, he's got a big stack of chips. If he has a really strong hand, he's probably going to raise here. So that should give you some information. And this is part of why, you know, when you play a raising strategy, an Olympic strategy, it can be difficult to balance. Because when he just limps, I take a whole bunch of hands out of the equation for the most part. So the small blind calls, and we take, and the big blind checks. We take a flop, and the flop is the 4 of diamonds, 5 of hearts, 6 of hearts. So I have a 6 high straight. I have a deuce 3 for low. I have a backdoor flush draw. I've got a pair of 4s. Right? Check, check. This isn't, I'm not super thrilled with the flop. It's okay, but it's not great. Like if there's action, as a bet and call in front of me, I might just be folding the flop. I check. The button, as we mentioned, bets 25,000. Bets the pot. Okay, well, because of the type of player we know, we can. He doesn't have to have ace deuce, and ace 3 we block that pretty good with 2 of the 3s. He could have ace 3, but if he has ace 3 with what? Does he have ace 3 7? That could be a problem for us. Ace 3 7 is a better low and a better high. But we're not folding, we call. Turn is the king of diamonds. Now we've got the flush draw. Here we go. So I check, and now he pots it. He bets 75. Oh, shit. Oh, no. And I have a total of 146 remaining. I have the flush draw now, so I feel like this is a call. What I'm thinking now is he might be pushing me around with 7-8. Or he could have ace deuce with like, I don't know, he doesn't have that. Never mind. I think 7-8 just kept screaming out to me that he has the high straight. He's trying to get me off the low. The river is a6, pairs the board. I thought about this later. I said that might not have been a terrible card for me to jam, but it doesn't make sense. So I check. He puts me in for my 71,000. Now we break it down. We break, okay, what if he's got a full house, we're dead. If he's got 7-8, here's the thing. If he's got a full house, he's going to have ace deuce or ace 3 with it, right? All we're thinking about here is like, how do we get half? We know we're not scooping. There's no world where we're going to get this whole pot. We just have to ask ourselves, are there enough combos of hands that we beat? So I discount ace deuce because I think he's a button raiser with that hand a lot. So we should be okay there. Ace 3, like I said, I block a bunch. Now, if he has ace 3 with what? So you're telling me he's ace 3 7, and he's super excited to get it in now with ace 3 7 after I go check call pot? I don't know. I don't know that he's all that excited. So again, what screams out to me is this is like a naked 7-8 type hand where he's just playing like 7-8 10 jack or something goofy like that. And finally make the call. He turns over the 7-8. He had hearts and a jack something. So tough spot because you never like to be putting all your money in, calling for half when you don't have the nuts in either direction. We did that. It was a tough spot. Hats off to him for putting me to the test. We shall be battling for the rest of the evening. All right, we made the coffee. We're going back. And a couple things. First of all, I got so many hand breakdowns I could do in this game. There's so many interesting ones. I had another one with Paul Volpe that we didn't go over, but it's a good one. And as far as oopsie meter, and we got no oopsie meters, but there is something that sort of came to me just now that I could be utilizing. And it's not something that I came in thinking about doing much, so I'm not going to call it an oopsie, but there are some spots where I can utilize some very small blocker bets on rivers, kind of similar to a no-limit concept that I use in spots where I have showdown value and I'm betting small. So yeah, I mean, there was a couple spots that came up like that, and I was like, oh yeah, this would be unique. So this isn't an oopsie. This comes from, okay, imagine like you didn't know something, right? So how, that's not a mistake. Now you do, and you're like, oh yeah, that's a cool idea. So cool ideas, we just, notice the proceedings, gather ideas, a la Nick Schulman tells you in the commentary booth. And with that silky, beautiful voice, we need Nick Schulman to do some work. He's our main horse, fantasy, and we're slipping. Come on, Nicky. All right, I promised I'd be back, like I said, and you got something for me, it looks like.
You're so great, Daniel. So 13 years ago,
No way.
I was here, 2010.
Nice.
And made a book.
Beautiful.
And I went around, got everybody to sign it. So I got most signatures, and of course I got yours already, but I wanted to make a new one for 2023.
Let's do it.
So here you go.
What a great idea. You guys got to get a book like her,
Wait a
right?
minute. It was like $300 to have this replenished. So the next one's gonna be about $500.
Yeah, let's
probably.
go. You should sell these on
Yeah.
eBay.
That's what somebody asked me last year. They wanted that one.
All right, I'll sign that for you real quick. Easy to find where I'm sitting because we sit in what we call a chair of the people. Look at this beauty right here. That's a chair of the people. This is a spaceship. This is the elites. The elites controlling all the wrong things, but that's a chair of the people. I sit in a chair of the people. He sits in a highfalutin, high-class, big-shot chair. This is what the people sit in, buddy.
High class.
Huh?
I'm high class.
I see that, yeah.
You're dust.
Yeah, some chairs. I'm gonna actually get one of these bronzed, put it in my house because they're such fantastic chairs. And they're gonna be a collector's item because they'll be gone by next year. What is this? Who gave me this?
I did.
Thank you very much, but I'm good. I'll pass.
No, you gotta have it.
What do you mean I have to have it? It's not how it works.
It's a gift.
Oh,
You
appreciate
don't
it.
give things back.
Yeah, I don't know where those have been. Okay, I just want you guys to know, I told you I'd tell you when the wink happened. Everybody folded, I was on the button. Listen, I told everyone, I apologized, because we have a no raising rule. Ace 3 of diamonds, king 10, against these two. I had to do it. So I went ahead and raised, but I showed them, out of respect, that I wasn't stealing, right? So we have officially, in the middle of level 15, halfway through, had our first open. All right, we're in the online here. Got average chips on first bullet. Another blender he put me in. He put me in another blender. He raised. I called the button with ace, deuce, jack, 9 with clubs. Flop is 10, 8, 3 with 2 hearts. I've open ender and a nut low draw. He sticks it to me for 30. I call. Turns yeah. It looked like a penis. He put two 15s on one side and then a big stack of 100. Like, look, just like that. He bet it like that. Look, like that. That's what it looked like. So on the turn, the 9 of diamonds, I got pair now, open and straight draw. But I don't have any diamonds or hearts. He bets the penis amount was 100 or something. And I just folded turn. He claims, which I believe, that he had ace, deuce, 4, 10 with diamonds and just one suit. Oh my God. So he had the best hand, had the same low with counterfeit protection. I was screwed, but we got away. Whew. He was greedy. If he paid little itty bitty amounts, I would have paid. But he wanted to put me in the blender again. Every time, always. The blender. Huh? I'm not. GG poker, baby. All right, y'all think I was kidding, but he put me in the blender again, but forgot to put me in the last. You can't bet the river. There's no way you can bet it. No, exactly. Well, I mean, you can't bet that river. Anyway, this is another crazy one. I limp with the ace 4, 5, 8 with ace high spades, 3 spades. He's small blind, whatever. Comes ace, king, jack, 2 spades in the club. He pots it. I call. Turns a deuce. He pots it again. Whatever. I call with the intent of actually I'm going to bluff an ace or a king, and I have the low draw, whatever. And then the river's a jack, and he checks. And I'm like, oh shit. The question is, I thought for a long time, do I bluff him off queen 10? Can I bluff him off queen 10? And I elected to chicken out, and I did not. But he had the queen's blockers, so he did not have it. And he can't bet that card. He's a really bad card for him to bet. He can never have aces, king. Well, he can have aces. You know what I mean. So, about to go to dinner break in about 3 minutes. So far, so good. Off to dinner we go with the pad. Go to the room. We got 415,000. Another nice level. I just got 3-bet here in this thing, and I'm going to jam it in his face. All in. Please don't have it, D. Washington. He called. He has kings. Fuck. Come on. Ace. One time. Ace. 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 Always when I'm walking. Always when I'm walking. All right. Rebuy. That's annoying. Damn. All right. This is fun. On the bubble. My man is taking power naps. That's what he's doing. He's napping every...
I napped
You
on the
look
bubble
tired.
the other
Honestly,
day.
you look tired.
I napped on the bubble the other day. I won it.
Yeah, you look tired. I'm just not. Oh, either that or your arm is pressing into your head and it's doing some damage.
Yeah, makes me red.
All right. So Philly's on the bubble. We on the bubble. 43 left. Pace 42. That's us over here. Doing just fine. Okay, we've been cruising steady. Good first level of the break, and then Second level, we hit a snag. 216 is what we got through 8. Average is 519. We got quartered in a pot that I want to explain with a hand breakdown in the steam room. All right, let's get to it. The blinds are 6 and 12,000. Under the gun opens for 30,000. Under the gun +1 calls. The small blind calls. We have ace of clubs, 4 of spades, 5 of clubs, 7 of clubs. I defend the big blind. Flop's a good one. 5 of spades, 6 of clubs, 9 of clubs. We've got ace, 4, 7. We got the straight draw. We got the straight flush draw. We also got the nut flush draw. Goes check, 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 check. Okay. Turn is a 9 of hearts. Small blind checks. 9 is a really good card for the big blind's range. Not so much for the other players. So this is a good spot for me to attack and clear out some of the lows. I have the ace 4 draw, which probably isn't good for the low. So a bet here should clear that out just in case I'm up against something that decides to call, which really it's supposed to just, I'm supposed to bet this turn and just win a lot. So I bet 65,000 and under the gun +1 calls. Now the river is the 3 of spades. So what do we have? I have second at low with the ace 4. I've also got the straight. So I have 4-7 for the straight and ace 4 for the low. So it's very, very difficult for my opponent to ever have me scooped here. Any sort of weird, any 7-8 is going to bet the flop. Any sets in 2 pairs probably bets this flop. So he doesn't have, or raises the turn. So he never has a full house. So I go ahead and bet 125. And he raises me all in. It's a total of 300 he makes it. So now I have to go over this is one of those weird spots again. I've been in the blender a lot with these where for my opponent to have me scooped, he needs to have 4 cards. 2 of them must be ace deuce because we got second at low, right? Then the other 2 cards must either be a full house, 7-8, that's it. 7-4 and I get quartered, right? If I get quartered, it sucks, but at least I get my money back. So putting it all together, realizing he doesn't have 7-8, doesn't have a full house. Let's just hope he has ace deuce 4, right? And not the 7. I call, and he has ace deuce 7, ace deuce 4-7. So I wouldn't have mattered much if I checked the river because he's going to pot it and I'm going to call. I would have saved like 20 or 30K on the hand, but I still like the bet. Just a really unfortunate river. If the river's anything else, like he doesn't even have many outs. He doesn't really have any outs to beat me because pair of 5s was good. And I was going to win this pot anyways if a big card comes because I'm going to rep the 9. But that was unfortunate. So that put us, in a tougher spot. It's unfortunate because we've been cruising, really just avoiding all kinds of problems. And doing the right thing, making the right decisions in each one. So got to just keep doing that for the last 2 hours. Got plenty of chips, and it's hard to get scooped in this game the way that I play. And we're not giving up, but I'm a little disappointed in that hand, but that's about it. And other than that, I didn't really have any hands. So yeah, 2 more hours. Let's just have things go smooth from here. How about that? A little uptick. I just saved myself from going broke. I had a monster hand. What did you show? Yeah, ace hearts. It was raise, call on the button. I have, like 13 bigs or 12 bigs. I'm in the small one with ace deuce suited, queen 9 suited. Rather than pot it, which I know I'm getting called by a strong opening range, I just call completely whiff. So we're still here. But most people would have just potted that one and been out. We're going to hang tough. We're going to grind this short stack all the way to the end. All in. Good luck. Okay. All in. I have this. You have that. Okay. Feel like a favorite, but we'll see what comes.
Pretty good favorite.
Whereas I got a wheel. Just leave it there. You got all the pairs.
Another 10.
Fucking unbelievable. Just fucking, what a run I went on. I want to break some shit. I swear right now. I'm so tilted. Fucking hands, I just...
Where does he just come up with every fucking
All right, I'm all in again in the big blind this time. What do you have? You're all in, right? I have 2 pair and a low. What do you have? Deuce 8 and... What do you have? 8s and deuces. I have 8s and 6s. Okay. Oh, he has hearts. I win half. 8s and 6s. And you have a deuce 8? Well, 3-4, yeah. Okay. That's fine. Good job. I'll take half. Very happy. Thank you. Let me live. All right. Big blind. What are you going to do? Back in action. We got 134. It's 9 bigs. I don't know. It's been a while. I'm just emotionally invested in this one because I'm giving it my everything. I am absolutely playing my ass off. Short stack, grinding, getting away, doing all the things. I just really want this to be the one. I really do. And it's 27 left. I know I'm way behind the average, but that doesn't matter. I'm here. right? And I'm playing great, and I'm hard out in this game. So, card gods, whatever. Oh, please give me good cards, not angelic queens, because that sucks in this game. How about ace king deuce with a nut flush draw? If you don't know what I'm doing a Jeremy Osmond song. Yes, he does good. The guy can sing. I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, give me good cards, please, like angelic queens. Oh, give me good cards, please, like the holy pocket kings, holy pocket kings.
Okay, so I'm all in. He's giving me a speech. Are we calling?
I am, but
Go ahead, give him the speech.
All right, you put me all in?
first.
Are you putting me all in?
Yes.
All right.
Call.
I have okay hand. What do you got?
I got me in fairly bad shape.
That's good news. Let's see it. Ace Jack 7-5. Oh baby. Oh, and he's got the spades. Okay.
No.
Baby.
What?
Come on, baby.
I got 35 in. He's got 100.
Oh no, not
there
the
we go.
spades. I got the low right now. Actually, I got the low.
Unless a 4 comes.
No. What does that mean? I'm dead.
You're fucked. No, you're not.
Fuck.
Yeah, the only thing.
You have a straight?
Yeah, straight. Ace 4.
I mean, you're getting
I'm getting a quarter. That's not good.
That's what I mean.
Son of a bitch.
No, A7.
Oh, ace 7. I got fucking scooped. Steamed. Fuck. God,
Straight in.
couldn't be in. Made it 5 weeks. Been very calm throughout. I am so hot sucker right now. I'm doing the outro. Are you still in? Well, whatever. I got so fucked. Ugh. My first time I've been this steamed all summer. I've been pretty calm.
I'm feeling the.
So I was giving the fucks and the shits and the beeps and the baps and fucked. Got fucked. All right. See you. Good luck. So that last hand, I mean, I was grinding. The guy raised ace 5-7 jack. Okay, fine, whatever. Early position. I potted with a much better hand. Ace king 10-4. He's got 2 spades. I got spades. His are better, but like my hand is so much better. Now on that flop, 5-6-8. What does he have? Does he have a pair? Doesn't even have a pair. So I'm just fucking scooping. Ace king high is good, and ace 4 is good. The only way on the flop that I can lose all my chips is a 4, and I have a 4, and a 4 comes. And even when the 4 comes, I still have a chance to get a quarter with a low card or whatever. But fuck, man. I'm so frustrated about this one. I wanted this one bad. I thought this was it. Playing so damn good. Fuck. It's unbelievable. Played so good. I got it in so good every time. Damn. Now I gotta take a day off and play the main event, I think. So probably gonna buy in. Tomorrow, day off. Day 1C. Can't even think about it right now. I'm just disgusted. Totally disgusted. Just disgusted. Plain and simple.